So why is it that most music is tuned to 440 hertz?
Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of you're gonna if you go on the internet, there's a lot of stuff. Everything from, "Oh, it was just arbitrary, everything's arbitrary," to Nazis were trying to, change the way that the tuning was to make us all, whatever evil or something.
Mhm,
And I love conspiracy theories, but while I don't really subscribe to that one, that it was, intentional, a lot of music is tuned to 440 because when they decided to do the tuning, I don't think they knew a lot of this information, and before that, there was no standard tuning. Before we decided music was gonna be 440, there really wasn't a standard, and the problem was that instruments couldn't play with each other. Someone would make a piano over here, and it would be tuned differently than the violins over here, and that's a problem. If everybody's out of tune, it's not music, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So they kinda had to pick a pitch, and then so they decided that as an average. Now, whether or not that was intentional or not, that's up for debate, and honestly, I don't even really care. But what's amazing is when you start to use this number 432 as the center point,
Mhm,
the geometry becomes really interesting. The mathematics become very, very, very interesting. And they start doing some really interesting things, the numbers do. And while the notes still have decimal places and they're not perfect frequencies, the decimal places they'll start, if you take every 3 decimal places, they'll start to sum into the number 9 if you add up the 3 numbers. And 3, 6, and 9 are the most harmonic numbers. So when you're basing your musical scales, which is harmony, off the most harmonic sequences of numbers, you start getting really great geometry and coherence in the music, and that's what makes music powerful. So that's really the mystery, is unraveling this thing around the geometry in music. When we created the standardization to 440, geometry in music, that wasn't even a conversation. Nobody thought of music as geometry. Nobody thought of music as, a vibrational field. It was just something that we experienced, you know what I mean? And so the I think the mindset around music has evolved, and with that, so does the music. Music needs to
mhm,
evolve. Now, I think people are starting to do a lot of stuff in 432. Well, we do a lot of music in 432. We
mhm.
make, obviously, sleep and meditation music, but we also do like kind of pop music over there too. So if you hop on the Phi Tribe YouTube channel, we actually produce music, regular kind of like radio friendly music that's all tuned to 432, or even some of these solfeggio tones as well, to try and bring some of that, coherent energy into the music. And you definitely hear it and you definitely feel it. It makes a difference. But getting people on board is the hard part.